Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and today I'm going to be playing a deck that I haven't played in a while. I haven't played it since rotation, and it's very different post-rotation, and it's not a very defined deck because that is Control Box. That's what we're playing today. Pidgeot Control, it goes by different names, and I haven't really even looked much at this list. I just saw this list as the top one on Limit list, going to be playing it and seeing how it goes. I enjoy Control. I haven't played it that much recently. I haven't played post rotation at all. Didn't play it that much before, like right before rotation either. But it's a really fun deck, and I'm gonna go through it and kind of see how it works. And yeah, just really excited to try it out. Mostly, the main reason is I've been, I rank decks, and I have like the tier list of all the decks, and this is a deck I have no idea how to rank because I haven't played it, and I don't see anyone play this. I haven't actually seen anyone play it on the ladder since rotation, I don't think, to be honest, but I'm really excited. And so it focuses around Pidgeot EX with a quick search, letting you search out one card every turn. Only one card if you have multiple Pidgeots. You can only use one, but it's still a really good ability. Then the other Pokemon, we got Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX, which can attack for cheaper based on prize 0 points taken, and we have some energies, of course, no double turbo. We have two pennies to loop that, and Lively Stadium also increases our HP. No Bravery Charm in this list, though. Then the list also plays Munkidori for healing. I guess, okay, it plays 3 Luminous, and, Munkidori, probably the card that people would be the most familiar with, or one of the cards people would be the most familiar with in this deck, letting you heal 30, move them to your opponent's Pokemon, and it's good. I don't know exactly the main Pokemon you want to be targeting this with, honestly, but Munkidori is, like, just a solid Pokemon. And I guess this is, it's a healing card, right? So if you're trapping something, and I do see Nacli, I don't know if I played with this. It's a trapping option, and it does 10 and stops them, retreating. It does have 3 retreat as well, which is probably not ideal. But the reason I guess it's played over something like Totodile, or Maractus. Maractus does damage. Maractus is a little different, but it's fighting type, meaning that it hits fighting weakness, but it hits fighting resistance as well, making it, I guess, a bit more dynamic. Can trap stuff like Pidgeot EX or probably some others that I'm not thinking of. Oh, Squawkabilly EX. Squawkabilly EX would be doing 20 damage, so then you could Munkidori there. And then you'll never knock it out, right? So that's good, and that's really interesting because there aren't any trapping options that don't do damage that are realistically like playable. And then in a deck like this, then we have Lily's Clefairy EX, I guess, for Dragapult to just one-shot that. I'm not 100% sure how that gets powered up. Probably with Counter Gain here, and then use the Luminous. Counter Gain will let you attack, if you're down on prizes, which you'll probably be almost all the time. And then it also plays. Oh, by the way, so if you have use Luminous and a Counter Gain, then you take the knockout. You might not be behind at that point, but then you can attach another energy, but it can't be another. Oh wait, no, you can only attach the fighting. Okay, so I don't know what will happen in that scenario because Luminous is a special energy of any type, but only if it's the only special energy attached. So you can't go attach the Mist or another Luminous because then you won't be able to attack. So we'll see how that goes. I'm a little nervous about that, but we'll see. I plays Cleffa for some draw and Budew. This is interesting. I think this is the first deck I've played that plays both Cleffa and Budew. Cleffa for draw, kind of like Rotom V. Budew for, of course, Budew. It item locks. I don't know exactly when I'll be using this. I'm not quite confident enough in every matchup, certainly not with this deck, but even in general to know when you should just completely go down Budew because you really have to commit to it. It also plays GUEX to mill 2. You can't ever use Flame Surge, and then, not that you'd be using it anyways, but milling 2 seems like good, but you need to know you want to use it. It's usually if you've like more or less won, or in different scenarios, kind of like that, or you need to hit something. Really important. So if things are going really well or really badly, that's when you use it. And of course, Fezandipiti EX, probably the best. Fezandipiti EX, in my opinion, is by far the best Pokemon. Certainly, it's generally regarded as one of the best, if not the best, by most people. We have Defiance Band to take less damage. Okay, so that's like, it's not healing, it's taking less damage. Similar idea there. Instead of Bravery Charm, which is pretty interesting. Not that I think this is crazy. I mean, I said this a while ago that Defiance Vest is probably better than Bravery Charm, but it does depend on the circumstances, but it's very good. Maybe that wasn't the card I was comparing it to. Regardless, Defiance Vest is very good. Then We also have Energy Search in the list. That's interesting, which only gets one card, and so we'll see when, if and when we're using that. We got Rescue Board. We got Accompanying Flute to trap stuff, and we also have Calamitous Wasteland to trap stuff. So we'll see. This increases the return cost of basic non-fighting Pokemon by just one colorless. It's solid, not insane though. We play Redeemable Ticket. Redeemable Ticket is a card I've barely used. It lets you essentially like redo your prizes, which is good. And then we got Boss and Counter Catcher. We got some supporters, a pretty thin supporter lineup, and I mean it just looks a little sketchy to get off the ground. Yes, you do have more timing control theoretically, but like still 4 Arven, 1 Iono, as your only set of supporters. And it's not like this list plays 4 Sealstone. Oh, okay, it does play plays 2 Pokegears. And then the Pokemon, like Fezandipiti EX will draw you cards, and then Pidgeot obviously once that's going, but you need to get that set up. So I guess the idea is you set that up using Arven, but you need to kind of draw into some of the stuff you need. It plays only 1 Ultra Ball. That's kind of surprising. I'm surprised that count's not higher. Oh, it plays Team Evolution though. It plays 2 of that. So I guess that's kind of what you're doing to get your Pidgeot and Pidgeotto set up. It plays 2 of that. I mean, it only plays 1 stage 1 in the entire deck. But anyways, let's just hop right in. Enough of that. I needed to make sure I learned a little bit about the deck. Also, the ladder just reset, so my opponent's at 214. Oh, maybe it didn't just reset. I guess I've mostly played the other format, Trainer Trials, the Silver Series. But let's see how this goes. This probably isn't going to go very well for me. I'm not going to lie. I think the deck is okay. Yeah, well, let's just hop right in. And at some point, I might work on this deck some myself and kind of make changes to fit me. Control box, or honestly, box decks in general, are the most important to customize to yourselves because they have different play styles and adapt. And multiple people can play the same, any same list different ways, but especially with box style decks. And then certain cards that you might say, like, oh, this is for this situation. Someone might, kind of disagree in how they end up actually playing it. Regardless, let's see what we're up against. We start Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX, which is I don't know. It seems okay. I mean, it's like kind of stuck there, but not completely stuck there, but it's kind of stuck there. But it also has the most HP, so probably would have rather started, when the babies. My opponent starts Squawk with the EX though, and that seems good for me. So we can go after that with Garganacl. This hand also seems kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. A big shock. We don't have a supporter here, and then we also don't have like Rare Candy Pidgey. We have Nest Ball, which can get something. I'm not sure what that something should be. My opponent also chose to go first. Okay, they play Cycling Road. I mean, I don't... Wait. Oh, it's only basic. Yeah, I'm almost certainly not going to be using that. They're going to Earthen Vessel. This isn't... Whoa, okay. They played Salvatore. I was going to say, yeah, this is not... This is not Raging Bull. It's not Archelodon, doesn't look like. So I'm interested in seeing what this is. I don't exactly know what plays Salvatore. I know that there is a Bronzong deck. They are going to... Okay, it is Ceruledge. I wonder what the or maybe Salvatore is just for Ceruledge. And that's the thing that they're doing. They get down Iron. They play Iron Bundle. That seems a little surprising. Like, I could trap that. That definitely seems like a potential trap target. And they play the 80 HP target. No one, plays that, right? I don't think... I've seen anyone play that card. Maybe it is something that's used for against Dragapult, but I personally have not seen that. Yeah, it looks like it's not played very much. I have the list in another tab, so I'm looking at some other stuff there. They're playing the 60 HP target. Again, the ladder did just reset. Honestly, playing Control against this player may not be new, but potentially a newer player. It gets very strange, honestly. They have gotten rid of some energies. It doesn't matter that much. They'll probably be one-shotting everything by the time that they're actually attacking anyways. They have not attached yet, though, which they really want to do somewhere. I mean, it could be the active. They're getting another Charcadet? Okay. I guess they're kind of deck thinning, but it, puts them in a bit of a sketchy position. They're going to Pal Pad as well, which is interesting. Getting back Carmen Salvatore, right? Carmen Briar. Wait, Salvatore Briar? I feel like Carmen's good. Maybe their hand isn't. I was gonna say they're Pal Padding because their hand's dead. Otherwise they'd wait. But no, maybe their hand is not dead. And they're trying to get utility stuff. We top decked Mist Energy. Do I even Nest Ball here? They're hitting I think 150 here, so they might not. I was like, oh yeah, they'll just like have the one shot here. They might not though, so I could pass. The idea is I could just get like Fezandipiti, but they're gonna Iron Bundle that anyways. I'll pass. I don't think I want to get anything. I could have actually gotten Fezandipiti there, and then they would have one-shotted it using their Iron Bundle, using Chocolate EX, or no, Ceruledge EX, and then I could have Night Stretched it back. I don't really like that though. Also, Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX will need, if they knock a Fezandipiti EX, we need one more energy. They are gonna retreat here, so I guess they have the knockout. But what? Okay, I'm not actually sure what's going on right now. They're going to Cycling Road. Okay, they're definitely missequencing here. Like they definitely don't have it. They have one card in hand, and they definitely didn't have it from that. They're going to not Iono. Unfortunate for me, definitely probably the right choice by them. I don't know, like draw some more cards, and they don't lose the Carmen, which is nice, and it's not like they're just cutting anything. But okay, yeah, they probably should have not retreated there. They don't know exactly what I'm playing though, or they don't really know at all. So that is fair. We get Pidgey, that is good. I'm going to Nest Ball for Fezandipiti EX now. I could have like not done that. I think this is the right play. There's a good chance they have the knockout here. It's not guaranteed, but again, highly likely. I could Hero's Cape. I think I don't want a Hero's Cape. Not 100% sure. I don't even know if they can one-shot Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX at max HP here, but I think he'll just kind of pass. Again, I could miss Energy Active. I think they're not going to Iron Bundle now, though, because I played the second Pokemon. They just lose a lot of, power from that. This hand still isn't, good. We got the Pidgey and the Pidgeotto and the Fezandipiti EX, but we certainly don't have Rare Candy Pidgeot EX, and I'm pretty sure we won't after Flip the Script, so I'll send up Fezandipiti EX to just get knocked out. We'll be in a very sketchy position. They have, I'm pretty sure, some Gust. I don't really see that much Ceruledge or play that much Ceruledge, but I'm assuming if I just kind of like let them take 4 prizes at the beginning of the game, it's not going to end very well for me, and it'll be very difficult for us to win that. Not necessarily impossible, but just pretty hard. I'm still, thinking of Nacling the Squawkabilly EX. I think that's the best play. They're going to research here, getting rid of 5 more energies. And, oh wait, this card's not updated, I don't think. So they have a lot. They are going to one-shot the Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX, and they have the Ceruledge EX. I think this is still a fine play. Like, I could have lived here, but my Fezandipiti EX probably won't live here either. They have the one-shot, and they played Fezandipiti. What? I'm a control deck. Okay. I guess they don't know that, and if I wasn't in control deck, okay, I don't know what's going on with the discard. If I'm not playing control deck, then they want Fezandipiti EX in play, which I guess makes sense, but I am a control deck. Oh wait, no, they had an extra energy. Oh, I just can't count. Okay, so they probably have the knockout on Fezandipiti EX if I Hero's Cape it, so I think I won't go for that play. I could get Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX and just Hero's Cape it and then missed energy. I don't hate that really at all. I'll certainly flip the script first, and we'll see what we draw. We get TM Evolution. Okay, overall, wait, what do we get? We got Defiance Band, TM Evolution, and Nest Ball, which is good. Nest Ball should be for Nacli, I'm pretty sure, and I'll Mist Energy active, and then Team Evolution, and I could Night Stretcher. Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX just isn't super strong. I mean, it's not getting the knockout here. I definitely, against, as I said, I think we want Nacli. We have energies. We have the energies. So we have stuff here, long story short. And we can get the Pidgeot, which I do like. I think that's the play here. And then we'll just trap the Squawkabilly and kind of hope it works out. Again, don't feel amazing about that, but I don't feel bad about it either, so I'll just do this. I think I'll hold the Night Stretcher for now. I don't think that's crazy. And I could Hero's Cape the Pidgeot. I don't hate that play, because obviously it just, gets more HP and should be out of knockout range, but I think they will be able to one-shot it. I'm not sure. It's going to be hard. I'll just go ahead. I'll, play slower here and just evolution here. I think that's fine. If they have boss knockout, that's not ideal, but we still have Fezandipiti EX, and we have Nacli, and I don't know. I think we'll be okay. I'm not really sure, obviously. Now that I think about it, I think I maybe should have Heroes Cape the Pidgeot, but don't feel like that was like blatantly the only play that I could have made there. They can just Cycling Road and they'll have enough energy to one-shot the Pidgeot EX because they'll have doing yeah, they'll be doing enough. So we'll see, we'll see in like a couple of seconds here whether or not that was the right play, maybe, or maybe it'll end up being fine. They have the boss on the Pidgeot. Oh no, okay. And then presumably they have the energy for Cycling Road to just get the knockout here. Yep, they have it. So probably should have Heroes Cape there, but we still might be all right. You never know. I was thinking like, oh, Fezandipiti X, it's like still good to have. We still have that, but it's not amazing. Also, they're evolving a lot, so I guess it's just thinning, right? But here they do attach. That attachment's interesting. We want to get them to overcommit and then win the game that way. We do need the energy. We don't have the energy right now. That is the big problem. We obviously send up Nacli. We could Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX them. Again, that's like still an option. It's still like doesn't seem very good though, so I don't really want to do that. They might one-shot it. They may not one-shot it, but it's not amazing. But what is amazing is top decking that's really good. And then we probably Fighting Active. I don't remember what exactly is in this deck. Yeah, the fighting isn't really useful anywhere else. Like technically it's useful in Lillie's Clefairy X, and everywhere else it's kind of useless. It's not even that useful there. So I'll just Fighting Active. The Luminous is useful in other situations. Actually, the fighting we could Cycling Road. That is like a possibility, and then we can get it back with Night Stretcher, but that still seems pretty niche. I'm pretty sure they won't have Switch here. And if they do, then I was thinking of like, should I Penny? I think I should definitely not Penny. That seems kind of bad. I think I will get the Pidgey back though, so we can get Pidgeot into play at some point. Listen, I think it's 3 Pidgeot EXs, so hopefully we can draw that. Let me definitely counter Catcher here, counter up the Squawk. I could counter up Fez, because that's like not going to be attacking, right? Squawk with the EX is definitely going to be attacking, but I think it's fine. Oh, I could have Defiance vested there. I think it's fine not doing that. We have plenty of turns, and so it shouldn't really matter if we Defiance vest now or later. And I don't want to, again, overcommit and make some misplay doing that where I'm just like playing it slower and seeing how things go. The attach act, or no, yeah, that's what they'd obviously do. So the attach active, they're going to motivate and probably put two energies on the Fezandipiti EX, right? That makes a lot of sense. Oh, if they Iron Bundle, I probably have to send a Fezandipiti. Oh, no, we have Luminous. Okay. So I think we're all... Oh, wait, no. Then the Pidgeotto also has Free Retreat, so we're fine. Hopefully here, even if they do Iron Bundle this turn. And they might be stuck. We might just win. I'm not sure. But I'm not confident on that. You never know. Even they could be playing anything, honestly. They could play that. Yeah, they're going to Terror Scenario here. That's a little scary. We'll see what we end up getting off of Fezandipiti here. They're just going to knock out, and they did not play the Squawkbilly back down for us, unfortunately. So we'll just kind of see what we have after this. They have the Iron Bundle as well, still as an option. And of course they have the Switch there. I don't know how many more switches they run. We got Budew. That seems not like what we need. So I guess we just flip this here. We don't have any other options here. We see these cards. I really don't know what to do here. Let's see. I feel like we need multiple cards. Like we can get the Pidgeot, but then we can't trap. We can't really buy a turn either, I don't think. I just don't think that's really possible, unfortunately. We could just gust something and hope they don't have the energy. That is possible. That's the I think the best play. Like we can't trap. We just can't do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back the Pidgeot and just candy into it. We don't have good attack options, but we can snipe. We could snipe the Iron Bundle. That seems like we lose. So I don't think I'll do that. How much are they hitting? They are one-shotting the Fezandipiti. We could send a Pidgeot EX and give it enough HP that they can't one-shot it. That might be the play. Wait, can we get the Nacli back? Oh, maybe we can't get the Nacli back. That seems kind of scary. And we can't trap. We don't have the well, we could gust, but presumably that doesn't work. So we could let's not Xerosic Machinations. Let's maybe take a boss for later or counter catcher for now. That could be all right. And then Hero's Cape, the Pidgeot EX, and Penny. That seems okay. I think that's my best route here. Again, it doesn't seem necessarily good, but I think we'll live a turn, and then we could theoretically win. And I won't counter catcher here, and I won't attach an energy. I could mist energy, honestly. That might be okay, but I'll just pass here. Again, not really confident in my plays at all. We were down more resources than we like. Yeah, so it looks like we will not be getting the Nacli back. I've just checked the list, and yeah, we don't have a way to recover it. Unfortunately, we had to Night Stretcher. I think we made the right plays. I don't think there are any, there weren't any mistakes that were obvious to me that I made. We obviously got a not ideal start, but can still win this potentially. Right now they're hitting, I'm pretty sure 310, and so they might be able to get there, right? They probably won't, though, right? They probably won't be able to get there. We should have a turn to Gust. They get Research. If they play Research and don't get the knockout, like if they don't win, then we can Chi-Yu EX and win, though. I wasn't really thinking about that. I don't think that's going to work, but maybe. They need how many energies? I think they need like 2 more. I could be wrong on that one. We'll see, though. Also, they cannot Cycling Road with no cards in deck. So that is something to keep in mind. They need to, not do that. Or I'm pretty sure they cannot. So they're just going to... what? Okay. They just attacked there. We are going to Gust and get the stadium and just kind of hope that works. That seems really sketchy, and it's probably not going to work. But I think that's my best play. I could Accompanying Flute and hope I hit something really good to Gust, but that also seems like it won't work. So I'm just gonna get the stadium and Gust and kind of hope it works out, and just do that. I could also Arven. I probably should Arven as well for counter catcher, and I could Arven for Accompanying Flute. Yeah, I'll Arven for Accompanying Flute and something else. I guess Defiance Vest or whatever. It doesn't really matter. And then go ahead and Accompanying Flute and hopefully hit something insane to Gust. Probably doesn't happen, but it's what I'll do. Okay, they play Super Potion? What? Okay. So we'll go ahead and Gust the Fez and hope that it works out. We could Gust the Iron Bundle as well. That's another option. I mean, if they can't do anything, we'll eventually just kind of win. Could Budew. I think Budew's actually right here. Yeah, now that I think about it, Budew allows us to stop him from, using any items. I could actually Chi-Yu EX as well. I kind of like that more, to be honest, just to get things moving along and deck them out a little faster, just make their routes to win a little more awkward. I think that's fine. That's what I'll go for. I don't think it really matters, to be honest, here. I could Defiance Vest again, but I don't think it matters at all. So I'll just Jealousy Singe and see what I hit here. We hit in those cards, which is good. I'm getting rid of Night Stretcher is definitely going to be good here. They might just have it. I'm not sure. Can we get the Chi-Yu out? I think we can, but I actually don't remember. But whatever. It's there. I mean, they can knock out the Pidgeot, so it doesn't really matter. This Pokemon's never going to, get healed if they play Jamming Tower. Well, I mean, if they play any state, they can just win here, and they have it. I feel like we were close there. They did end up having it in the end. I felt like it was close. Their deck's low, but that was just them, right? So that's not really a great way of reasoning it. Okay, come on, you don't have to do that. But yeah, they were able to get there. Right. So they played a lot of resources. I feel like they did overcommit there. They certainly did not use all 3 of their Char Cadets, and we couldn't have really one-shotted it either, at all. maybe using Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX. Actually, now that I think about it, we could have. Not that they would have done anything, but I could have done that using Munkidori. I don't really know if I learned anything about that deck in that game, but I sure did play it. So that was game one. Let's try this next one here and see how it goes. And see, okay, we're up against someone who's also at the bottom of the rank ladder. So see how this goes. And yeah, hopefully it's a fun game. That last game was pretty interesting. I still am not confident on the deck, me playing it, and I definitely think there's some changes. I mean, I don't know. It feels like you have slim resources, which of course, that's true in any deck to an extent. But I mean, I ran out of Pokemon, right? I couldn't get the Pokemon back that I wanted, and if I did, I might have been able to win. Obviously, that would have been cutting into something else. Also, I didn't, really set up. But my opponent is going to let me go first, which is hopefully fine. We'll see. They are going to mulligan as well. They do have Raging Molt Sleeves. They are playing. I mean, they got Prime Catcher. We can note that. Looks like they're playing Future Box. Okay, so this is going to be really interesting. I think for us, I don't know exactly how this is going to go, obviously. Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX could just be a Pokemon that we attack with over and over and just win, though I don't feel super confident on that one. And I think turn one, they're going to Miraidon, so should not be Bedewed. I could Accompanying Flute. I'll do it, I guess. We'll get down there. Iron Crown, I don't really think it matters here. Theoretically, a trapping target, that's fine. Wait. When it resist fighting, so that's also fun for us. They do have some amount of switches, but I'll get rid of these Clefairy EX and Xerosic Machinations. Honestly, I just don't think this card's super strong, but it could be good at times. But I think that's what we'll get rid of. Also, prize 2 Pidgeot, so that is not ideal, but I guess it could be worse. We could have prized all of them, and I'll get Pidgey here. I think Budew is not something we'll be using this game. I'll get Pidgey, and then we could Grasping Draw next turn. We could Team Evolution as well next turn, potentially. That isn't necessarily something that I'm not sure what I want to do. We could get knocked out. There's a very good chance we'll get knocked out here. I chose not to play the Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX, but that might have been the right play. They're going to Town Store as well. Now that I think about it, Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX, I maybe should have played that one because, if they just start swinging with Iron Hands EX, I don't think there's anything we can do. If they get like 4 off of this, that's like absurd. What is happening right now? Okay, well, I don't think I could do anything in this game at all. Maybe I can figure this one out, though. I can't believe they just hit that. That's kind of crazy and really bad for us. So yeah, they ultra high rolled and they got it. They got Heavy Baton. I mean, that's not surprising, but they have it, which they should have probably not attached there, but they did. So that's fine for us. I guess it's good that they attached it, but it doesn't really matter. Well, actually, no, it does because they can't take a bunch of prizes on the Pidgeot. They can take 2, which is, I guess, a bunch, but they can't take 3 on it. So that's cool, I guess. We got Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX, which we kind of attacked with. I don't know. This position obviously isn't ideal. We got Calamitous Wasteland, but that doesn't do anything. It bumps the stadium, which is fine, I guess. I think I do want to Town Store, and then bumping it seems really mediocre. But I think I'll do that. I'll take I take Rescue Board. Yeah, I definitely take Rescue Board here, and that's what I want. And then I was gonna Calamitous Wasteland. I think I've done this wrong, because if I Calamitous Wasteland, I can't Rescue Board. I could send a Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX. I actually don't really hate that, to be honest. So I'm gonna do that play. Let me definitely retreat first, and then pop the Calamitous Wasteland on. This actually turns off their tool, which is like kind of funny, but also doesn't matter. So then I could Gust up the Iron Crown EX. I don't hate that play, but I don't love it. I think we have 3 counter catchers. I don't hate burning one now, forcing them to use some resources, but they're probably resources they're going to use anyway, so I don't think it really matters here. And let's go ahead. We'll Iono, hopefully drawn to Rare Candy Pidgeot. That'd be good. We did not. So this situation, I could Nest Ball, and I think I do Nest Ball for Fezandipiti EX. Let's draw ourselves some cards. We're still looking for that trapping situation, and we do also really need to I know we just need to do that at some point. I do have the counter catcher again, which is kind of interesting. I don't feel awesome about it here, so I think I'll just kind of hold off. We did draw both our pennies, which is kind of good. Maybe they'll overextend, and then we can counter catcher something up later, like the turn after, and then we can go ahead penny Nest Ball for something to get us some more cards. They played another Iron Hands EX. That seems like really aggressive. Like, not that it's terrible, but it seems like it'll get stuck in the active potentially. It's not like super easy to get stuck. So you can always just attach the future booster energy capsule. That's definitely a bit. That's like really annoying for us in this matchup. They have all these free retreat cards. They get Prime Catcher. That's interesting. I imagine they're not playing it this turn because it just seems really aggressive to use it now. It feels like that just like that seems like the most important card in their deck. I would not have taken it there because we could be playing Airy. Maybe I don't know. Maybe let's just don't play Airy ever. But they're gonna play the Prime Catcher. What? And they're gonna get the Pidgey? Okay, well I feel really good about that. And they send up MEW EX. Okay, I assume they have an energy somewhere, unless they forgot about it. In which case, that's really good for us, and we kind of just win. So or we don't just win, but we're in a very good position. I don't know how much Switch they play, but I kind of assume they don't play Switch. And they attach Future Booster Energy Capsule to the MEW EX. Okay. And they are going to restart. Wait, why do they attach it there? Shouldn't they have attached it there? Okay, I'm not sure what's happening right now, but I think it's good for me. So that seems good. They played the Prime Catcher. Going after Pidgey, I mean, I kind of want it, but I'd probably rather have the Fezandipiti because I really don't think I'm going to have Pidgey online anytime soon, unfortunately. And they just pass, and they use their Prime Catcher, and they didn't even attack. Okay, well, that seems really good for me. They'll presumably attack next turn, but you never know. I could Cleffa 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could, pare down. Oh wait, and the Cleffa. Yeah, I should Cleffa. So I'm in a Nest Ball for Nacli here. I think Nacli. I'm kind of showing my hand, but I think that's fine. And then I also want Cleffa back. Hero's Cape Cleffa's not going to survive. It's still going to get one-shotted for 2 prizes, so I still might do that because I need to like play all these tools anyways. And I think I counter catcher the Iron Crown. I need the counter catcher later. I think it's all right though. Oh wait, no, I can like rearrange my tools so because I'm gonna penny the Pidgey. So yeah, because I can't retreat it here anyways. So I'll get the Cleffa back. Again, this does seem like fine. It doesn't seem amazing, but it seems all right. I'm going to need to draw some cards and get the energy. That's what we need right now. And I think if we get that, I'll also sorry if there's any background noise, but I'll play down the Pidgey. I think I'll Hero's Cape the Pidgey. I kind of like that, and I'll Defiance Vest the Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX, maybe, and the Nacli also. These plays seem fine. And Rescue Board the maybe the Cleffa, which gives it, well, actually literally gives it free retreat, which is kind of funny. But it gives it 0 retreat as well, so that's good. And I think I will counter if they have the tool, they can retreat this. If they have the energy, they can retreat this. They probably have both, to be honest, right? They don't have Town Store. I'll counter catcher here just because why not, I guess. And then I think I'll Rescue Board active so we can retreat if they miss it, which is the idea anyways. So I'll just go ahead and do that. That was a long turn, but I think it was a really good turn, and whatever happened last turn was really good for us. We got Lively Stadium, kind of fun. Not very good, honestly, but it's kind of funny. I kind of not really played with it before. We got Accompanying Flute, which we can pare down. We get Arven. Arven's really good. We did not get Rare Candy, Pidgeot EX, or Ultra Ball, though. The list plays, I think, only 1 Ultra Ball, so we can't get that. It does play 2 Rare Candies, and I don't know if they're in the deck, but I know we only have 1 Pidgeot, so we really need to draw that very soon. Or the energy. We could just draw the energy as well. Now that I think about it, I shouldn't have counter-catchered, because I have the Arven. Now I can use Arven to get the energy, but then I can't Gust, or I could use Arven to get the Gust, but then I can't get the energy. So we got a couple of Iron Crown EXs to. Okay, this is probably a newer player. I was gonna say to Thin, but then they played him. So pro tip: don't play Pokemon you don't need if you're against control. Anyways, they are gonna go ahead and probably amp you very much and get 2 more prizes. So things are still kind of scary. If they have like another card that's acts like Prime Catcher, they will win. I think I sent up Nacli here. I could send up Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX. But I think I'll set up Nacli. Also, the reason I didn't Rescue Board Fezandipiti was because it wouldn't give it free retreat necessarily. I think I'll set up Nacli, as I said, and we're in an okay position, not an amazing position, though. This is aggressive, but it's the play I want to make. I want to make an aggressive play right now to potentially win. We got another Arven. Okay, so I'll flip the script, and we need to see something here, right? It doesn't need to be... Okay, that is enough. So go ahead and Arven for... Actually, I won't Arven. I'm going to play the Pidgeotto, and I'm going to Luminous Energy, and I'm going to gust the MEW can attack, but it probably won't, right? So, I mean, it doesn't really do very much, right? So, I'll just go ahead and gust the MEW. I think that's a little better than gusting the Iron Crown EX. Iron Crown EX, like, is it's not super strong, but it can do some damage. So, I'll go ahead and gust the MEW. It does have one retreat with the Stadium. I don't feel amazingly confident about this, but I feel okay about it. If they have the switch, they do just win, and there's not really anything I can do about that. I could have actually... Wait a second. We could have had... Yeah, so I don't think there's really anything we could do about it, but it's fine. Oh, yeah, and we corner. And they do have fighting distance. I actually forgot that for a second, which is like the most important thing. But yeah, they have that, so that's really good for us. If they have a switch, they do just win. They attach active, which is okay to be expected. If they attack and like are... Well, they can't even knock us out. So that's definitely the right play. I'm thinking about so many things right now with control, but yeah, they can't damage us at all because of Defiance Vest. So that's good. We're not damaging them. It says we're doing 10, but I guess I don't know how Live's damage calculations work, but we're not doing any damage. And then they're not doing any damage to us because we have the tool. So this is a really good position. Iron Crown EX actually hits through stuff as well, so that's interesting to note. I'll Arven here for Energy Search and Counter. No, I'll get Counter Catcher. I should probably get that. And then I will also get Counter Gain, I guess. Honestly, this is mostly just a thin. I want Pidgeot. That seems kind of good. It doesn't seem required, but it seems good. I could theoretically knock out Iron Hands EX at some point, and then hope that they don't have a way to retaliate. Oh, I'm kind of low. I realized that. I just realized that. Okay, I think I can figure this one out, right? They bump the Stadium, and that's fine. I'll probably be able to figure it out using Iono and Xerosic's Machinations should get me there, I think. And then I won't deck out, and is that my... Oh, and that's also... Oh, no, I do have another Pal Pad, it looks like. It could be prized. Again, I didn't check that, but hopefully that's fine. And again, I should not be thinning for Pidgeot. I should not be Pidgeotting every turn. Again, I don't think there's anything they can do, or there is something, and then they have it, and it doesn't matter anyways, so... I'll just corner. Again, I'll just, corner every turn. I'll probably play Pidgeot EX if I get it. I don't know. It seems kind of good. But, like, if they go ahead and decide to gust us, and then, I need to get out of there, right? So Pidgeot could do that. So that seems good to get into play if I do happen to draw it. If I don't draw it, I think it should be okay as well. We should be able to get everything out of the active as well, using Penny or retreating. We can retreat the Pidgeot EX, so that's fine. And if we send something else up, then they're going to use some other attack. I also need to consider that. What's this say? Okay, Defiance Vest, I believe, works from the bench as well. We'll just keep attacking, though. I think it's fine. Again, if they gust, it should be all right. So, we're worried if they gust. They can't gust an Iono in the same turn either. So, again, I think things should be all right. If they Iono us and then they gust us, again, it still could be bad. We are down a penny, so all our pennies we wouldn't have a penny if they Ionoed us, guaranteed, because we have one in hand and we have one in the discard, so it would be on the bottom of our deck. If that's what they decide to do. And again, if they just gust, then it should be fine. They get research there, presumably just to thin. So they could research to like push from more aggressive play, but I feel like if I were them, I would definitely have not played that. If I were them, I would have just because they can get future booster energy capsules on all their Pokemon, but that doesn't necessarily do anything for them here. They are going to research. Okay, so they go into an aggressive play and getting rid of Boss. Okay, that's interesting. I don't even know exactly what's in the list either, to be honest. But I would have gone for Boss on Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX or something like that. They attacked us, which does so much. I can't retreat now, but that's fine. Wait, we have another Pal. Oh yeah, we have another Pal Pad. I could Pal Pad back the Iono and the Xerosic Machinations. Oh, but they're down on cards, so after that research, so I don't need to do that right now. And they are going to boss, so they're probably going to, if I had to guess, they're going to boss, yeah, the Bloodmoon Ursaluna EX, which is fine. I'll just penny that back up. I don't really feel bad about that at all. Then if they gust the Fezandipiti, then things get a little scarier. But they're just going to go for that play. I definitely need to get that out of there. Again, if they have another boss, it could be kind of really bad. Arven will not get us out of there, right? So let's see. I should probably start thinning, right? We really want that that extra like Pidgeot just to have the extra options that we do. You know, we don't have any options right now, right? So, or we have some options, but we don't have the options that we need. So I will TM or get the Team Evolution, obviously not play that. I'll Penny, and I think I won't Pal Pad. I could Pal Pad back double Penny, right? That's an option. I guess it increases our outs of getting the pennies, right? But it decreases the odds of getting the Pidgeot. But that's also just we only have one card that would get that there. So I will Pal Pad back the pennies, and then we have another Pal Pad to get back the Iono and Xerosic Machinations. Theoretically, we could get really unlucky with our draws, and not really be able to do anything, but I think it's fine. Also, the Defiance Vest on the Nacli is actually really important here for stopping the Fezandipiti snipe play, which would be like really bad in just a lot of different levels. So I could actually play Lively Stadium. I think I won't play that. I'm just, a little nervous, but I'll just corner here, right? I think corner's fine. And now, again, the only play they have here is to gust the Fezandipiti, but they might be able to do that, and that would be kind of bad for us, right? So I hope they don't do that. They can gust the Fezandipiti, snipe around it. Not that it really matters if they have a turn off. They just win. They're doing enough damage with the Iron Hands EX to just win. So we could actually Lively Stadium. We could Defiance Vest it, so then they wouldn't necessarily just win on the spot, which I guess would be what we'd end up doing. Oh wait, yeah, and the Calamitous Calamitous Wasteland is not in play anymore. So the Rescue Board would have given it free retreat. I probably shouldn't have Rescue Boarded the Cleffa. That felt. I'm not sure. I honestly don't really know here. They are going to boss the Fezandipiti, though. Okay, this is very, very scary. Now we need to go ahead and I don't know. Is that the last gust? They could have another boss. They charged Lightning to Iron Crown EX, which seemed, I don't know. That seems a little risky. That's I guess I'm okay with that. I think I could gust the Iron Hands EX, right? That's a play I could do to buy myself. Oh no, that doesn't actually do anything, does it? Here, yeah, it doesn't really do anything, but I could make that play. I should not make that play. They don't attack. That's kind of interesting. I'm a little surprised by that. Get you EX though, and now I'm not really sure what we should do. Definitely going to take the TM. I could Arven here. Yeah, I think I Arven for the Pokegear. Yeah, I think that's a play I'm going to make now, and then. Wait, no. I should Arven for the Energy Search. Yeah, that's what I should do. I should get the Energy Search. I should just retreat. It should be fine, I think. Hopefully it's fine. They didn't attack there, which I'm kind of surprised about. As I said, they knock at the Nacli. They should be all right. And again, they didn't do like anything there, so they did something, but it could have been worse as well. So we do have the one energy, which we can get out of there. It also thins another card, which is nice. I'm pretty sure I don't Buddy-Buddy Poffin or Nest Ball. Wait, do I? Maybe I do, actually. Let me see what's in there. Yeah, I could get the other Pidgey. That's probably fine. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. If they knock it out, so what, right? If they take 2 prizes off it, then also, so what? They could do that in the Nacli. So I think this is fine to get. It's a little harder to get out of the active. It's just as easy to get out of the active as the Fezandipiti. So it's arguably easier. I could Rare Candy it. I can't Rare Candy it. Oh no, yeah, I have one in hand, so that's fine. I'll just go ahead, thin that out. Probably should have done that earlier. But we'll retreat. And and we still have. Oh no, we'd play the Night Stretcher apparently, but this is all right. We have corner still. We have some different options. Hopefully we don't time out. This is actually one of my first times playing Control. Maybe my first time playing like a really thought-intensive control deck with this shorter timer. I think it should be fine. It's not like I was hitting the timer before, but obviously I don't really know what I'm doing here either. But they're going to corner us, which makes it. They should corner it, reduce my options a little bit. We top deck Penny. That's really good. So I'll just go ahead and corner again. Nothing I really want to do right now. We have the Penny, and I think we're in an okay. I think we're in a very good position right now. They could Iono. I'm pretty sure they play Iono. Yeah, this is definitely a less played deck, so people might not have as similar decks either. It depends on the deck. This is definitely one that was a bit mainstream. We got Pidgey EX though, so I'm going to do that. I could actually wait theoretically. That seems kind of stupid though, so I won't do that. I'll play it, and I mean they could certainly win the game off of like knocking this out, but if they do that, then it is what it is. So I think I'm going to go and just corner here. No, I'll Town Store. I actually want to check to see how I'm going to win this. As I think I should be fine using the Xerosic Machinations and Iono. And actually, I mentioned something about like the ordering, but we have Poke here, so it should be fine. So I'll go ahead. I'll corner here. And eventually I'll presumably Pal Pad back in the 2 cards, and then I'll Xerosic Machinations them, and then I'll Iono. That's what I do. And then they'll just deck out. And before us, because we'll have a bunch of cards in their deck, I actually don't even need to Xerosic Machinations. I could just Iono, and I should be all right, but Xerosic Machinations is good because it removes a lot of cards from them. We could also Chewy. Actually, we have plenty of options here, and I think they're all fine, and they should all get us there. Unless they have something up their sleeve, and then they'll just win. So, either way, I don't really think it matters here. I think bumping the stadium doesn't do anything for us. Does it do something for us? No, they definitely... How much are they doing again? I'm pretty sure if we bump the stadium, we have... Yeah, we'll not be living. So we'll just corner again. And now nothing really happens at this point, right? We kind of know that either they win or we win, and there isn't really... obviously, there's not any in between, but there's not like really any plays that I could be making that are really going to change how things happen. Theoretically, like a Pal Pad play. Oh, we have another Night Stretcher. Yeah, that's true. I forgot that in the middle of the match for some reason, but that's good. We did just corner every turn. They are also presumably going to corner every turn, and they can't really do anything unless they have a switch. And I don't think I should start like Chewy-Xing to try to hit the switch. I theoretically could do that. Gust Iron Hands EX to like try to, or Gust Iron Crown EX, I guess, to try to get something going. But we'll just keep doing this. I'm not really worried about any of these plays here. And again, we can Chew EX and without having to like Iono or anything like that, so that should be fine. Again, and that we'll just win, and I don't think they'll be able to do anything about that. I am wondering exactly, like, they definitely made some interesting plays this game. They went for that aggressive play, which I thought was interesting, but they also got rid of a boss doing so. It's like, oh, well, they're doing it to, boss, but they lost one in the process, so... Which was the play, they researched and they played the boss the next turn. So maybe they were looking for like some boss plus some combo piece, which kind of makes sense, but they ended up doing, they certainly didn't end up playing it. They probably just didn't hit it, or they didn't have it. There are various reasons that could happen, but Nacli is actually, like, it's really interesting. There's a bunch of targets for it. MEW EX is definitely a solid one. The one that I wasn't even, like, I didn't think about. It's pretty good there. MEW EX is, like, it can attack, but honestly, like, it's probably a worse attacker than the Squawkabilly EX here, because Squawkabilly accelerates energy, which allows your opponent to like do something. They can't really do anything. They're just stopping you from retreating. Stopping you from retreating doesn't do anything. It's not like I want to be retreating anyway, or I could. It's a 3 retreat cost, so that's not getting paid. But we're almost there. Very, very close. We just gotta Chiyu, and we'll win. Or they have the switch and then they win. But again, I don't think they play the switch, and I'm not going to try to assume they play the switch and go for some like crazy aggressive play that will presumably just lose me the game on the spot. So after this next turn, we got it, and I'm very excited. I'm actually going to Pal Pad first. I think I'm going to Pal Pad back the Iono and the Xerosic Machinations, because I don't want to deck. I don't want to like do something wrong and then just lose. I have had that happen before where I'm like, okay, yeah, I've got game, and then I mess up and then I lose. But yeah, we will have game on our turn, or no, we'll deck them out, and then they'll lose on their turn. So that's technically when the game will end. They are thinking. I mean, I did make a play after not making a play a bunch of turns. Also, again, sorry if there's background noise. I don't think there is, but it might be being picked up right now. But let's see what they decide to. If they have anything they're gonna do here, they're thinking through their options, I guess. Hopefully they're still there. I have had people just like leave. They're just like AFK. No, it looks like they have boss. Okay, that was scary. They could have sniped the Pidgey with Fezandipiti. But they are not going to do that, so that's good. They're going to gust us, which is fine. Literally gust us. But then we have game, so we play down. We do this the right order. She reacts, and then we'll go ahead, Luminous Energy, and yeah, we got it. So we mill the top 2 cards of the deck, and we get there. Let me play the right card, and go ahead and attack. And win. Let's go. We're able to get there in the end. That was a little scary because of the fact that they played the Prime Catcher, which they then played on like their, I don't know when they played it, but they played it really early. Definitely, I like their times to play aggressively. They definitely messed up on that turn. They might have messed up in a bunch of ways. I'm not really sure what happened because they didn't even attack that turn. They ended up in a worse position after they Prime Catchered than before they Prime Catchered, and also lost the Prime Catcher. But regardless, we won. The deck is interesting. I've learned a little bit more about it, kind of understand Nacli and how that works. But I hope you enjoyed. Consider liking, subscribing, hitting the bell, all that good stuff. And as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video, and also suggest any decks you want me to play down below.